¿Qué está pasando, Tony?
Tanya, you knew Tanya.
Tanya, what is happening?
And this is going to go into a larger discussion, and this is something that I want both Wave fans and San Diego FC fans to really kind of have in their minds for this conversation. Are you here to support the individuals that wear the San Diego uniform? Right? Are you here as Chucky FC, as to represent Chucky FC because that's your guy? Or are you here to represent San Diego regardless of what boneheaded moves your team may or may not do? Right? Like for years, people here in San Diego have suffered through the Chargers, the Padres of the early 2000s, not 2004 because they had a good team, but the teams of the past that just let their superstars go, bad transactions, like much like there's a hall of renderings of possible stadiums in San Diego, there's also a hall of fame of jerseys of former San Diego players that went on to better and greater things in their careers after leaving or being let go from San Diego. So kind of keep that in mind. Like, where are you as a fan? Do you support San Diego and all its boneheaded moves? Because at the end of the day, if Chucky Lozano's not here, that team still wears San Diego, right? If Delphine Cascarino isn't here, if Kaylin Sheridan isn't here, if Naomi Girma isn't here, going back to just last year, right? Like these are superstars that left your team and are no longer part of the San Diego team, but the team that's left, is that going to be enough to move the needle for casual fans? Like if Tanya's here, San Diego Wave fans are here. I'm here for support of the team. My favorite players are gone, but I'm still going to be in the Cove at San Diego at Snapdragon. Absolutely, Tanya, 100%.
Like that's a good topic to talk about, right? Because at the end of the day, for soccer in the whole world, like you think of your favorite team. Like I think of Chivas, right? How many years did they spend? I mean, still to this day, like not that great of a team, but they get rid of good players or they can't form a team together. And you have fans that kind of stay away from it and don't tune in, or the fans don't show up to the stadium until they start playing better. And at the end of the day, that's all it comes down to. If the team is playing good, people are going to still show up to the stadium because the team is winning, and people will always support a team that is hot, that's winning, that's like getting results done. Yeah. For San Diego Wave, though, last season, they were having some results and fans were kind of showing up, not to the extent that they wanted, but I think a lot of San Diego soccer fans in general, probably more so than they're here for the team, and this goes for both Wave and SDFC, are here for players. And you could tell that with Wave when Alex Morgan retired. When Alex Morgan was no longer there, those empty seats were more noticeable, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, and even when she came back to have her jersey retired for San Diego Wave, it's not like that was a packed stadium. And if my mind serves correctly, though, that's actually one of Wave's worst performances at home last season. And it seems like for a team that, honestly has been getting the brunt of our commentary for the last couple of weeks, can do better. And I think that's the thing where I see the opportunity for San Diego Wave moving forward, where the opportunity is always there, but will they take it? They had a chance where San Diego FC hadn't started yet. They had a chance to move the needle and really captivate the audience that was soccer hungry here in the city, and they just completely missed on that year. That's the year of Casey Stoney. That's the year of Jill Ellis's thing. That's the year of the the front office's lawsuits and just everything that went on with that. Terrible on the pitch as well. You jump back. Jonas Eidevall revitalizes the system. He boosts them into playoffs. Barely getting
They made it.
They made it. And honestly, they didn't have a bad showing at the end of the day. But now this year, you move forward and leave Kaylin Sheridan behind. You say, I don't need you, Kaylin Sheridan. This is part of the discussion that we had when you weren't here and with Abe of like, this is the club's decision. We don't need you, Kaylin. We're going to look for somebody who's younger and cheaper in that position. So I'm not even going to let you compete for that position. It doesn't matter that 2 weeks after, we still didn't have a single goalkeeper, which now that's changed. Two goalkeepers. Didi Heretic finally got that got contract across her desk.
And it's probably the starting goalkeeper as of now.
And so you start going through and you're like, okay, what else is going to happen? Departures, right? Did you see another starter leave? Yes, Hanna Lundqvist, probably one of the best defensive player you had. then now leaves over going into Europe. Boom. Cascarino.
Yeah.
That was the one where the graphics had to get, they had to scramble a little bit because Cascarino is probably the face, even internationally, of your entire squad. Now with Sheridan gone, now with everybody, there is no star power. Maybe Kenza Dali, but Kenza Dali again is on the other side of her career as well.
Yeah.
Quality player. Ludmila, that's the big news, right? You bring in Dudinha last year, the Brazilian international as well. There's hope, there's promise.
Yeah.
But without Cascarino, there's a lot of head scratching going on.
Literally head scratching, as Tony says that. But yeah, no, it's insane because it's like you still have her under contract. You could do a transfer fee and get some money out of it. Kind of like how they did with Naomi Girma, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense why you're just letting the player go. You're losing money here.
You're
what type of business is Wave operating right now?
You're leaving money on the table. And okay, the official press release from this says, once again, San Diego Wave and player, in this case, forward Delphine Cascarino, mutually agreed to part ways. Since joining the Wave, every moment of my life in San Diego, every moment of my life in San Diego is something I will cherish. Says playing for this club, this city, and in front of such a passionate fan base made this decision incredibly difficult. However, due to personal considerations, the next step in my career needs to be closer to home at this time, said Cascarino. I'm grateful to the Wave for their understanding and support, and I will always look back on my time in San Diego with pride and appreciation.
Look, I get it if the player's homesick and wants to stay closer from home. I get that.
Yes.
But you could have still gotten money from London. Like, they probably would have still paid. Like, you're not in a position to say, yeah, this sucks, but we love you so much, we're going to let you go. Like, you're not in that position.
General manager Camille Ashton for the San Diego Wave, the sporting director and general manager. Delphine has been an important part of the group since joining the club, and this is not an easy moment for anybody and anyone involved, said San Diego Wave FC sporting director. From the outset, we understood that if returning closer to home ever became a priority for Delphine, we would approach the situation with care and respect. After a thoughtful conversation with Delphine and her representatives, it was clear it was important for her to be close to home at this time. We're grateful for her contributions and wish her nothing but the best. Okay. This is almost, and again, this is, as you may hear it, as you may take it, everybody can internalize it differently and interpret it however they want. We've been talking about sort of what's been going on with San Diego Wave and the perception that players who play on the U.S. women's national team have, with our sources saying, hey, these players maybe are saying it's not the best place to go locally, not just locally, but just here in the States. San Diego Wave right now, if you ask them what direction are you going, I don't think they have a direction and sort of a North Star. On top of that, if they do have to have one, it's just saying younger and international. And that way, they don't have this experience, so they don't carry the scarlet letter that apparently San Diego Wave has moving forward for getting these types of players in. Delphine, yes, sure, wanted to go home. But again, why isn't there an actual transaction happening? Why are you leaving money on the table? Is this really a mutual parting of ways? Or is this a situation that, hey, Delphine, much like every other player, especially nowadays, especially in NWSL and the WSL, with the power that the players carry, they can just say, no, I want to leave. And from my understanding, going back to last year, there are some players who are still currently rostered who weren't necessarily given what they were promised and come to San Diego. And I don't want to say promise in terms of like the wages, in terms of the play time. No. In terms of coming to a world-class team, going back, and I have it sourced from a couple of very good sources from just different ways and levels. There's players who literally look left and right at their facility and say, "What is this? I left what I had for this, like that for this. This is unacceptable." And that is good because that's a high standard that these players are coming over. You're trying to attract world-class players. You are, I will say, you are a world-class team, Wave. Like, I'll give you that, right? San Diego Wave, still a world-class team. Go across the border to Cholos and what they're doing with their facilities. And like, sure, no es Tigres Femenil, no es el Barcelona. It's not that, but Wave should be a destination where everybody wants to come here, and it's just not the case right now, and it's making Jonas Eidevall's job that much harder.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to what the relationship is between Jonas and Camille Ashton, because I can't see a way where it's a good relationship. And you've seen it in sports all the time where the coach is not on good terms with the GM and it's just not a good relationship. That just jeopardizes everything for the team. It creates a culture that maybe you don't want around the players. And it's going to be interesting to see what Jonas tells the media tomorrow for the first time this season, because there has to be a lot of questions answered tomorrow.
Only way this makes sense from this guy, Abraham Cepeda, 4915. Sup, Abe?
Who's that guy?
Sup, Abe? He's not here. He's clearly contributing. We all appreciate Abe. Say hi to Abe in the comments. The only way this makes sense to me is they had no leverage in transfer negotiations, and a low transfer fee would ruin the market for future players. Yeah, sure. But still, you should have some incoming something. And it's not the first time that happens. And from what I understand in the situation, it's almost like a reverse Kaylin Sheridan. Sheridan wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Like Sheridan wanted to stay. Where Cascarino, hey, there's a World Cup next year for Cascarino. Is San Diego Wave the best place for her to showcase her skills and be closer to home, aka closer to France? Closer again, it's kind of like that thing. You go closer and have a bigger chance and playing in that World Cup on that stage. Maybe she saw her career going that way. Interesting that Wave would admit or just say, don't worry. We knew this would happen. Whenever she wanted to go, we were going to let her go.
That's wild, dude.
It's okay. But now challenging your thing, Abe. Okay, cool. If this ruins market value for future players don't even bother thinking that they're going to be here for more than a year or two. Like, don't even save your money. Like, save on the printing,
especially if you're balling out.
Like, if you're gonna buy a jersey, buy it, go for it. Like honestly, Wave Designs have picked it up, especially from what we've seen from San Diego FC. But just don't wear a number. Don't have a number on the back. Put your name on it. Put your name on it. Put an outlandish number. Put I don't know what's it, a 37. Ugh. That's a Craig Childs number. That's indoor soccer though.
But I mean, just going back to just what Wave is doing at the moment it's not good. Like, you get Lumila, you get Kiki Pickett, who's a great player. Like 2 seasons ago, she was the championship game MVP for that game. So it's a good signing to have. Is it one of those where you're like, oh yeah, she can change everything for Wave? No. Like, it's not. Let's be realistic about that. So Wave have lost more firepower than they've gotten in return. And we'll see how it plays out. I don't know if Jonas Ball is going to, like, these players are that better to Jonas Ball than the players they had, but it's not looking too promising. And I was very optimistic early before the season started last year.
Yeah, so, I mean, there goes the French connection. Hopefully Kenza in the midfield and Ludmila, Ludmila sounds Spanish. Ludmila da Silva coming in, the only shining star in Chicago. That was good. Coming over and just adding some firepower of her own. Leon. I don't know if she had a down season or if that's just the preview of what we're gonna see from Adriana Leon, the best Canadian player nominee of 2025. One of the nominees for that. All right. So currently on the roster for San Diego Wave, goalkeepers Leah Friedman and Didi Harachik. Great.
Didi starts
there. There's defenders, 2 goalkeepers. Defenders, they have 10. Daniela Arias, who has played more time in a small-sided tournament than on an actual 11v11 side, the Colombian international. Trinity Armstrong, who is
out
on
for the season-ending
injury. All right, so that 10 should be 9, really. Jordan Brewster, Cynthia Cabezas, who was on loan and still on loan, I believe.
Yeah,
Nyla Harris, I said last week, and it actually turned out to be a gymnast, I think. So I knew I had heard that name. Molly McDougall.
Some of these names are non-roster invites, by the way, so they're kind of like trialists.
Correct. Because they have to supplement this.
Yeah.
I want to remind people who haven't been following us for a long time, and maybe you're just catching on, maybe you're just waiting for San Diego FC. San Diego Wave once signed their media worker, like the person who runs media, as a player to roster
person.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't be surprised if anything. Kristen McNabb, who at this point is that's the longest standing San Diego Wave player here. Pearl Maroney. If you invested in a Kristen McNabb jersey in year 1, props to you.
You picked the right one.
Pearl Maroney, Mimi Van Zanten, and Kennedy Wesley midfielders. There's 8 of them currently. Kimi Ascanio, Melanie Barcenas, Gia Corley, Ken Zadali, Laurina Facer, Jordan Fusco, who is now on loan, Leah Godfrey, and now Kiki Pickett. Forwards, 7. Trinity Byers, who got 15 minutes in overtime in the last game of elimination. Delphine Cascarino. Wait, no.
Not yet. She was not yet reported.
She was not yet reported to training. I wonder why. Yeah. Dudinha, the Brazilian international, who really turned it up last year and gave Wave that push to go to playoffs. Adriana Leon, who MIA still. Ludmila, the Brazilian player who's coming over from Chicago. Callie Kniskern, and Tatum. Get ready for this name, Winelda. So not rostered yet, but again, these are players who are still available for use now for San Diego Wave. Will there be more signings? There is a couple things that are being worked on. But is it going to be earth-shattering for San Diego Wave? I don't think so. There's still roster spots to be filled. There's still players out there to be signed.
There could be a player that they did bring in, maybe.
They have to get another goalkeeper. I'm hearing just the Colombian goalkeeper, perhaps. But I mean, if you're a follower of San Diego Wave, anything can happen. Last year, they weren't supposed to make playoffs. They were not supposed to. You said that they were going to be third. You said they were going to be third, and
I think they played well enough the whole season to make playoffs.
And for this season, I don't know what to think. We'll see after the first couple of games. It's a long season for San Diego Wave.
Yeah, they got a Coachella Invitational in February, and then their season starts March 14th. They dropped the season schedule already for the NWSL, which is great. So. Yeah, it's still a while for San Diego Waves till they get some actual playing time. The timeline for San Diego FC is a little closer still.
Yeah. So, what was I saying here? Where'd it go? Is Dudinha playing right wing? Who plays left wing since Cascarino left?
Kimi Ascanio has played on the wings already.
She has
Jonas Eidevall and done a really good job as well. So I can see Kimi kind of taking over that like left wing spot, and then Gia Corley can also play on the wing. Let's not forget that she is a talented player. So there's potential there still on that attacking end. It's just a matter of Lumila comes in and takes over the starting striker and scores some goals because that's what Wave could not do last season: score goals.
They had good chances early on, and then they just kind of got gassed and winded and couldn't hold on to leads at the end of the season.
Sometimes some of these rookies surprise you too.
Mhm.
That's what Wave is putting all their eggies on that basket.
Maybe Alex Morgan can come out of retirement and save this franchise. No, Alex Morgan can stay retired and still save this franchise because
Saca dinero.
not even with cash money. Like, she has the equity, she has the name, she has the firepower, the star power to really say,
she has it all.
hey, Wave, I'm a minority owner, but I'm Alex Morgan. I'm hearing all these things happening because I watch SanDiego.Futbol and I'm not happy about it. What are we going to do to make sure that this is a successful venture for me and move things forward? Because if not, I can go ahead and just body this conversation and say, hey guys, no, we need to overhaul here because I'm Alex Morgan. That's how she can help. Playing wise,
and Jimmy Butler standing behind her, like,
Jimmy, what Alex said. Alex
Jimmy Butler.
Alex Morgan, in her last season, didn't score. I believe maybe once. Did she score?
Well, she missed that penalty.
She missed that last penalty. Yeah, for sure. And then the year before, she was in the Ballon d'Or conversation because she scored like 12 penalties. It was like 7.
Good old days.
Penalix. But she's gonna pull a Rivers. Needs to make more active role. I mean, sure. And even then, it's minority ownership, and see if play is going to go ahead and change all of this. Because we all know winning changes everything. And from here on out, we are just going to go ahead and wait to see if they're able to go ahead and change this narrative of, hey, this is not a destination to be at. Maybe it is. And I would think that the supporters of San Diego Wave would want Wave to also and hold them to a higher standard and hold them accountable for the things that are happening or not happening with the club. Because I don't like being the bearer of bad news. I just don't care for be the bearer of bad news if I have to be. But they're representing San Diego. Like, if I was completely removed from this, I'd be looking out from outside looking in as a San Diegan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want this. Like, I look at the San Diego Mojo, the volleyball team, right? Like, I don't want a bad volleyball team, even though they're all right. They're actually playing pretty good. I look at the San Diego Sockers when they got their ass whooped by Chihuahua in indoor sense. Like, what? We're not royalty anymore? San Diego isn't. That's the one thing we had. We were the 16-time champions, and now we haven't won a season in 3 years. What's going on?
What's that common denominator for the Sockers, though?
It's me. Yeah, since I've been hired, they haven't won anything. But this year, lost. San Diego Sockers lost 10-5 in Milwaukee this last weekend. We'll talk about it on Sockers Overtime on Wednesday here. But yeah, she played a charity match. That's fine.
Maybe she wants to play in the annual campaign cup hosted at the Ryan Family YMCA on March 7th, 10 a.m. Interested in participating? Hit me up. Yeah,
we're going to do it again. We did a charity match. We raised funds for
the YMCA annual
campaign. Yeah, it's your thing. That World Sevens victory sold me on the dream into thinking that our club is moving in the right direction. I have a feeling that we are cooked. I'm actually so scared for the team in Eidevall.
Cooked is the right term right now for San Diego Wave.
Yeah,
it's looking like they're chopped. Chat. Wow.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. It's a Saturday.
What?
The annual campaign cup for the YMCA.
Oh,
on a Saturday.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that what he's saying?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, because people have been coming up because I've been saying, oh, wait, watch out. People like making announcements at 10 a.m.
And that is the time frame.
That is actually the time frame.
A lot of teams like making announcements.
I'm quite nervous to go both Wave and San Diego FC. I hope for the best, man. I really do. And sometimes the truth is difficult, and sometimes the reality is even worse.
I'm more optimistic for San Diego FC than San Diego Wave, to be honest. On how good of a season they'll have.
Outside of potentially the best of vibes with San Diego Wave, and I'll turn it over to you, Tanya. I know, sheesh. What? I'm just saying sheesh at 10 a.m. on a Saturday to play. Or Wave. But, like, what are people looking forward to Wave? Like, what if you're a San Diego Wave fan, other than the camaraderie of the people who sit next to you, going out and doing the thing of going to a stadium? Because I miss that. Like, I miss going to stadiums. I miss going to El Desmadre, and I miss seeing the bubbles. I miss seeing the chants. I miss seeing soccer in person live. So much so that I went over and supported my. I guess I was called Theo this weekend.
Wow,
they called me Theo.
a big step.
I know. Yeah, I know. I was like, damn. I guess I got to take you to Korean barbecue, kid. Actually, shout out to Matt, who was actually out there. One of the parents from the opposing team, who was like, Tony. I was like, yeah, from the Chromaniacs. I'm like,
yeah, from the Chromaniacs.
Yeah, and two balls in the mic, and the Sockers. I was like, yeah, dude. Came up, started chit chatting. I'm like, so which one's yours? Shout out to Matt, who was out there. Great conversation. But no, like I'm waiting to see San Diego, just come on up and really be. It can't just be the new kid, guys. Like, I mean, and that's for you, Paul. Like, yeah, the new kid's gonna be fire. It's fuego. If things go south, do we fire Camille Ashton? Well, you should. You really should.
I think so. It's not looking too great. Tanya saying, looking forward to whatever Cami still has up her sleeve and what Dudinha, Kenta, and Lumila can cook up.
And if that's what it is, then I hope the best outcome for San Diego is that they represent the team and the city and the colors and the crest well, and they move the conversation forward and just re-beautify and reinvigorate the San Diego soccer scene here locally, because it matters, man. Like, there's so many, I see more San Diego Wave jerseys at these elementary schools that we work at than I see San Diego FC. The tide is turning for sure, but like
I can't say the same actually.
No,
or where I work now.
Yeah,
well, where I work,
you're in the.
I can't say the same.
Your kids can afford jerseys. All right. But for San Diego Wave, I think we'll hold this conversation here. If you want to go ahead and keep talking about it, if there's more things that come up, because
anything can happen. Anything at any time.
Yeah, no. Actually, like last week's episode, something happened that I was like, I can't say it yet.
You being the Adam Schefter of SanDiego.Futbol.
That dude left in the middle of the show to say, oh, Sean McDermott got fired from the Bills, and it came back and is like, yes. All right. So San Diego Wave, again, great stuff. Hopefully training sound coming out. We'll be out there, right? Yes.
I'm hoping.
If not, you will be hearing new stuff from San Diego Wave coming later this week on this channel.
I think this is a good time, Tony, to transition into a segment that we haven't had in a while.
100%.
Soccer stuff is happening now. The seasons are about to start for both clubs. It's time to go into our Sarapa segment.
Absolutely. With our Sarapa segment, we welcome people from the community and talk about the community itself, because talking about representing San Diego well and representing San Diego and putting it on the pedestal that it deserves. And I see Tanya with, there's still a lot to say, but a comment just wouldn't do it justice. I would love to have a conversation with you, Tanya.
We're going to have to do a call of the sirens.
We're going to have to do it, and we'll do it more likely next week. So if you're down for it, Tanya, let me know.